Hello guys, this is Cayman back again covering the Dungeon Defenders Update 3 beta. So this time we're going to take a look at a bunch of the maps that were added and the changes to them. So let us get started with the Tavern, the easy one that you will always come across. So the Tavern has had an update to it. It increased the size and changed a bit of the aesthetics. So let's take a tour of it. So this main area is mostly unchanged. It's a bit wider, so if you have any items on the floor past about right here, they're all going to be offset too far that direction. As you can see, these crystal blades that used to be at the forge are now not at the forge. So you will have to move some of your items, but that's the price we pay for a new tavern. So first big thing is this door right here. You can open it. To close the door, you have to go above it. And if you're on controller, you're gonna have to jump to actually get to the closed door activation thing. I don't know why that is. They didn't put it on a separate button, so there's that. But there is an outside area now. It's nothing like Tavern Defense, but it's pretty neat. There's rivers. Let's go over here. We have a town right outside the castle. Unfortunately, you can't enter any of these buildings yet, but the CDT does plan on adding stuff in the future. So here's the castle entrance. Can't get to it. Yeah, as you can see, this is a pretty large area that you have access to here. Alright. No. This area. More working dummies. Can go up here. And now you can actually access this area in the tavern. I don't think you can jump through it though. And then we have another entrance right here. So that's the outside area. There is a teleporter that will take you to the fire right here. So just enter into the secret room. The entrance area was widened a bit. It's been expanded a little. The forge was moved. New jukebox was added. So you can change the track and you'll see the different names of all the music that you're on, which is nice. So I'll just go back to the alright, and then we have a 2012 Hall of Fame. I know very few people on this list. I don't think I have any of them on my friends list, so old people. That is the basement. The right here we have the diamond forge. It requires 88 coal. There is you can only do one diamond at a time in order to prevent exploitation, so I don't remember if you have to exit tavern and re-enter in order to use it again, but because of this forge, your diamonds will no longer automatically be created upon entering tavern. You have to use the forge to get your diamonds now. So I do not believe this room was changed at all. No, this room is unchanged. Alright, so let's get to the big part of this, the tavern, the upstairs. We have another forge, big open room. As you can see, this is where I did the previous video. This is where you can have area for shops, which is probably a big part of the reason why this was implemented. Here we kind of have a trophy cabinet. I kind of want it taller, or another taller one so we can fit bigger weapons in. We have more working these guys. We have balcony right here. Just a few balconies. So there is a lot of areas to just place items if you are running a shop. And then we have the upper level of the balcony. So for these dummies, we have all of them are attacked by pets. So you're going to have to go to the two dummies downstairs if you want to do non-pet DPS testing, but everyone's used to going there anyway, and that's where you spawn, so it's not that big of a deal. So furthermore, something that was added in this patch is that any items that are in private rooms, such as this room right here with all the items I have, or down in the basement area, those are private rooms now, and any items you put there when you make your tavern public will not be visible to anyone else entering your tavern. So next change is that going along with the area for shops theme, the number of items you can drop on the ground has been doubled from 90 to 180. So now there's a lot more room to place items, or fairies if you are a PJ Tor and want to blind everyone. So that's nice. Next up, the minion summon speed in Tavern was, I believe, doubled from 30 seconds to 15 seconds. Oh, it might have been tripled. Not entirely sure. But it was very much increased. As you can see there, it didn't take absolutely forever. So, another thing that was added is they added Wheel of Fortuna damage all enemies to dummies. So if I just roll that, oh my gosh, I'm bad. Yes, I'm bad at this Wheel of Fortuna thing. So as you can see, 50.0%. Don't tell me it's 49.9 because it says 50. I am correct, you are not. Because the data says so. Anyway, so they added that. The themes and the tower that were in the original Tavern expansion were removed because of load times. So let me just give you an example of the load times here. I'm on a 1060 with an i5 6500, so let's just load in. So I haven't really noticed a load time increase because my computer's really good, but as you can see, it is taking 5-6 seconds to get in. But again, it didn't take long for me. If you have a worse computer, it's definitely going to take a bit longer because it's a lot bigger now. So you'll notice that the minimap doesn't initially work. This is actually pretty easily fixed by simply walking up the stairs here, and then you get upper level minimap, and then upon going back down, you get the lower level minimap. So that is being worked on. It shouldn't be a problem by the time this actually is released, but for now in the beta, this is the way it is. So, I'm going to start with the smaller things first. So, the smallest thing is a few changes to Glitter Helm Caverns. So previously, Glitter Helm Caverns was just caverns, but now it is Glitter Helm Caverns. And you can see by all of the aesthetic changes they did to the ceiling here, now it actually kind of looks like a diamond mine, I guess. I don't think this was originally supposed to be a diamond mine. I think this is supposed to be like a jail or something, but now it lives up to its name of Glitterhelm. So there's that. So some more smaller changes. Ember Mount Volcano. They mainly made changes to the boss fight for the map. Primarily what they did is when Phoenix would do a charge at you, when you're standing on the bridge and Phoenix does the dive bomb at you, the vertical hitbox on that was so big that it would hit towers below at the crystals. So the vertical hitbox has been reduced, so Phoenix won't actually damage your towers when you're on the bridge, which is nice. And then the Goblin Copter spawn rate was reduced during the boss fight, so it's a bit easier on your defenses in two different ways. So if that was previously an issue holding you back, hopefully that will allow you to beat the map more easily now. So moving on, there are three new maps, but the first of them is Dread Dungeon. So this map is pretty easy. It's a beginner's map. This was imported from Dungeon Defender's Eternity as one of the new campaign maps, along with Arcane Library and Magus Citadel. I believe this was directly after Magus Quarters, I think. But it's a pretty easy map. As you can see, 10 waves. And first wave enemies 151, so it's not actually a terribly hard map. I will not be covering this with a build video because it's simply not relevant to endgame play. And if you watched the last video, you saw the stats on the bracers that it gives, and those are the only rewards you get, the godly chain bracers. I'll just show them real quickly so you can remember the stats. It's mostly single digits with roughly 70 to 90 upgrades, so there's absolutely no reason for me to cover that map. It's really easy, but they added another chest to help with any mana shortages you might have had. So there's that. So the big attractions to this patch is Temple of Water and Temple of Polybius. So Temple of Water is the campaign map. It has survival. The survival goes to wave 40. There are 2 survival rewards. At wave 35 you get a fairy, and at wave 40 you get a seahorse. Well, I think it's wave 35, I assume so, but I have not done the campaign because this map can get pretty nuts. So let's take a quick look at it here. So Temple of Polybius, which is what this map is based off of, was an open map used for the final Trendy sponsored event, where, for those who don't remember what this event gave you, this was the Greater Magicite of Wind, Aladdin's Wish, Glacier's Demise, Admiral's Djinn. So this map has been heavily visually upgraded. So if you have a bad computer, this map might run pretty slowly. As you can just see all the effects going on here. But it has the same water effects as the map. But the real attraction here is that after every wave, this water level will drop until a certain point where it will rise again. And these platforms move with the water, which creates a real fun time determining where to put your towers. So I'm currently still working on a good build for this. Hopefully I'll have it out by the time it reaches live, but between school and me not playing this game quite as much, it may not happen. We'll see. But this is what it looks like. These switches don't work in the campaign, but it's a good map, has good rewards, as I covered in the last video that I did covering all the different items. So this is what the map looks like. Oh, the other crystal's down there. If you didn't see it, let me just head down there. Apparently it doesn't exist this wave. Oh no, it's just up there. So you can't, you don't even need to defend it on the first wave. So they did fix it. So yeah, as I said, the crystals will float with the water level. So you... boulders. Just as annoying as the event map. So, like, this crystal you don't need to defend for most of the map. This crystal is here for most of the map. This crystal is really annoying to defend because wyverns and goblin copters come right out of that hole up in the ceiling there. So that is the Temple of Water. I'm going to have a lot of fun running the map. And then finally, the big attraction, the one that I want to farm the most but probably won't, the Temple of Polybius. So, let's see. So, Temple of Polybius has obviously had a massive facelift over what it used to be, and the intro is a bit different. So this was not part of the original map, but it's here to introduce a little mechanic that is stepping on these pads, because a lot of people nowadays simply do not know how to activate the secret, which I will go over when I do the Temple of Polybius video whenever it comes out. Hopefully I'll be able to put out a Nightmare Hardcore one, but given that this is Temple of Polybius, there is absolutely no guarantee that it will be on Hardcore. So these pads right here are teleporters that I will get to in a bit, but this is how you get to the main room, and this is when the map starts. In the lab assaults type thing. So, the stats for the mobs here are similar to what they were on open. They are a bit lower, actually, so it's slightly easier, but not by much. So the first checkpoint for those teleporters is going to be down here. Now, since I'm on hardcore, because I'm a brickhead, I can't actually show you the teleporters, because if I die, I can't exactly show you anything. So, there's harbingers. Right now, they don't actually attack, so that will probably have to get patched. Actually, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be... well, should I say, they do attack, they just don't do the typical Harbinger tether thing, so I'm not sure if that's intended or not, but... Harbingers do exist in Polybius, just not in the way that's going to make it ridiculously hard. Okay, yeah, that's a good place to stop Temple of Polybius. Making a bad decision and dying sums up the map rather well. So those are the maps that have been introduced. I think it's going to be pretty fun. The Update 4 will start being discussed pretty soon once Temple of Polybius comes out, so make sure you're on the forums if you have anything you want the CDT to change or add or what have you. So that is all for this update. So thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video.